here earlier and was wondering what happened because it got real quiet near the end and realized that the World Cup is on. And I'm sure a lot of people left because it's the World Cup. England versus Mexico, in case anyone wants to know later on watching these. But, and England won, which again, if this is a much later time, you probably already know that. Hello, welcome. So for those who don't know, I'm gonna pick a topic for the group just based off of the Oracle cards. And today we have Sauvage, she who is wild, untamed, wild, and mysterious. Pretty familiar with this card. So it's about being yourself, being your true self, and not letting anyone hold you back and kind of ignoring any unsolicited feedback, opinions that do not serve you. Let me go ahead and get another Oracle card out and see what the exact situation this is pertaining to. Hello, everyone who is coming on now. I was just saying that earlier there's a bit of an exodus, and it was like, what happened? And apparently it is the World Cup, and I was just not paying attention. Of course, I know that's going on everywhere, but I didn't realize a game was starting. So now I know to pay attention to what is going on there. Let's see, we have Dragon's Lair, number 19. So if that number 1, number 9, or 10 is important to you, that is a sign that message is for you. Let's go ahead and look at what the Dragon's Lair is about. I'll just go ahead and go over to that as well. And so I have some backgrounds for you guys. I have some music going in the background. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it. Just trying to make things a little cozy for everybody. Let me know how you guys feel about it. So you are always protected and divinely directed. You have a remarkable internal warning system that lets you know when things are out of alignment. You're about to enter dangerous territory, so tread carefully and be aware of your surroundings. The path you're on now is one that will challenge you to the core. That said, peril is also exciting, exhilarating with the danger you feel before you enter a new relationship, knowing that you'll be changed forever. A life lived fully isn't lived only in safety. A new experience is calling to you, one that will test your courage. The choice is yours, but there is greater value in risk. Taking than remaining in unchallenged. New territories are waiting to be discovered. Okay, so this is less about an actual danger that is coming your way and more about, hello, there we go, and more about feeling in danger because you're being more vulnerable. I also like that this talked about being in a new relationship, because it's easy to read these and think like, oh no, something's happening, like danger, sauvage. What are we talking about here? What these cards are really talking about is being yourself in a new relationship, in a new pairing, where you may not have a lot of history there before. So this may not be someone you know. This may be someone who you meet on one of the dating apps, because that's where everybody meets nowadays. This may be someone that you meet in a very like maybe at a party or something, where it's like you're not really going to meet again, or at least that's not a guarantee. But then there's that chance, right? You either have to go and meet them, talk to them, or they need to have a chance to ask you out. And it's all about, you know, not trying to impress, not trying to be someone different, which again, you know, you may already know, we hear that kind of thing all the time, but it's nice to get a reminder, because sometimes in the moment with someone completely new to us, we have that pressure of, oh, I need to be different. You don't. Be yourself. With the Queen of Swords too, I feel like you are someone who has their stuff together. Very foundational energy. This is someone who the work, the foundation, their finances, things like that, they have that all settled. So obviously you're going to be looking for someone who has that same kind of energy. And this may also be talking about that person. If you're talking to this new person and you're wondering like what they have going on, how they're like, this is saying that those people really do have their stuff going on as well. It may not be in the way that you are expecting or that you have seen in the past. So if you're wondering about this new individual, this may be just a new flavor of person. We also have the Page of Wands. I'm seeing that you are curious about this person when you meet them. So there's something about them that's a little different, that stands out to you specifically. So it's not just that they're a little odd duck. There's something that you're curious about with them. And by the way, I of course have my goals on here. I'm new. I've been only doing these lives for about a week or so. If you'd like to support, I love, of course, the taps on the screen, the likes. If you'd like to give any of the gifts, I super appreciate that. And yeah, I just enjoy having this time on here. We also have the King of Cups energy on here. So I'm getting a lot of signals here that there's a lot of emotional and foundational energy that is really steady. So a lot of good signs. No drama according to these cards. So I'm loving that. Let's see where you'll meet this person. Let's see if that's something that we can get from the cards right now. Where you're going to meet this new person. Ooh, Two of Cups in reverse. So we got the Two of Cups in reverse. That's the first card that came out. I'm going to get another card real quick to see when you're going to meet this new person. Ooh. Okay, I saw the card that was on top, and then a bunch of other ones slipped through. We're going to just read these two. We also have a Judgment in reverse. I feel like there's going to be this big hesitancy period with this person. This is like someone you had a really quick run-in with at one point in time, and then, oh, thank you so much, you guys, and then you just didn't hear about them for a while. So there's like a pause on judgment of this person and like who they are and what they have going on, because you just don't know. They're just like not in your space for a long time. So when you see them a second time, this isn't in the cards, but I'm kind of getting this feeling they're gonna look completely different to you. There's gonna be, or if it's not like their clothes and like physical, like superficial things, there's gonna be something about them that just comes off as completely different, and that may be the thing that you're curious about. You're like, this is not what I saw last time. This is like a completely different version of this person. So they may have been working on themselves, or they may just be like a very like multifaceted person. So you didn't, that interaction that you had with them initially, that where you weren't too curious, was just too quick. You know what? I appreciate the conviction. Someone over on YouTube said that someone tried to break the mechanical bull record for a few hours. You know, brave. That's what I have to say. I don't know if anyone else has done that. The Nine of Cups in reverse. So we may be working on a life goal. I've been getting that a lot in here. So I don't know. I think I might get a lot of like very proactive people in my court in the tarot space here. Yeah, that's so funny. I'm just picking up on that energy. Let's see if we can get another card on this person and what their personality is like. Let's see. I'm really liking this Zodiac deck. I just got it a couple of weeks ago, and now that I'm using it, I'm like, we can come up with another use one. Ooh, fixed modality. We have fixed modality. Okay, and that's going to describe some signs here. It says, stand your ground, don't let distractions or optimism, outside opinions, deter you from the course. Oh, interesting, because that was exactly what the Sauvage card said earlier about being yourself. Do not let someone else steer you off from who you are. So let's see, that should be really close to the top of this description. Let me go ahead and read that for you. And also, if the number 2 is important to you, that is a sign. Okay, so the fixed modalities are, for those of you who are curious, are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius, okay? Don't let anything deter you from your course. When you stick to your plan for the long haul, you will succeed. So the Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius signs are anchors rocks, and institutions. They know what they want to commit to, and they have the fortitude to stay in the game. In this way, they establish and maintain the stable conditions that allow things to flourish, gain momentum, and grow. Are they loyal friends, indomitable visionaries, or just plain stubborn? Call the fixed signs what you will. Their staying power is what you need now in order to thrive. What life area will currently benefit from your unwavering commitment? Change is not something to fear, but it just so happens that this time staying the course is going to bring the more desirable outcome. While all fixed modalities have a general tendency to want to endure and hold tight, especially to the positive or neutral aspects of the status quo, it may bring clarity to consider that steadfastly maintains assets, wealth, income, status, physical possessions. Leo courageously holds a regal personal vision. Scorpio intensely attaches to emotional connection and depth, and Aquarius meticulously sustains a visionary perspective. The earthiness of Taurus reminds you to have the patience to let your acorns germinate. The fire of Leo reminds you to be true to who you are. The water of Scorpio reminds you to flow into life's depths. The deeper you go, the darker the ocean becomes. The air of Aquarius allows you to fly above the world so you can formulate a more inclusive paradigm of everything. It's really about knowing who you are, and I think this person that you run into will definitely come off as knowing exactly who they are, even if they may have different sides of themselves that they are showing to you. But they may also like be very connected to you from the beginning, or they may remember you. They may like see you from and be like, hey, didn't we meet that one time? And you'll be like, I don't even know how they remembered me from like like all this time ago. The only reason I, recognize them is because of something they said or like something they're wearing that was like, caught your eye. And you're like, huh, interesting. Let's see, because I need to start keeping time of when I start on here. King of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of steady energy on here. Why don't we change our message for this time? Because honestly, I feel like a lot of people are just bringing in very steady people. And so there's not much to say other than no drama. Which, quite frankly, is nice. Sometimes it's better to be at peace. Am I right? Ooh. Let's see, we have making a choice. This is very much Two of Swords energy, and if the number 3 or 30 is important to you, that is a sign. And if this message is resonating, feel free to support by tapping on the screen, or if you'd like to get any of the gifts that are on there. Super appreciate it. Thank you. Let's see, number 30. Making a choice. You're required to come to a decision now. Okay, so some of you may be making a big decision. You're faced with a dilemma or a fork in the road and must make a conscious choice regarding the next right direction. Whatever that choice is, you must take responsibility for it, yet you needn't be afraid. You may not have all the answers right now because the way ahead can't be known until you've embarked and traveled a few steps. Trust your intuition, ask for a sign from spirit, and you will be led to the right path. If you remain conscious and aware, your choice will be the right one at this time. Life is always about learning. Success lies in choosing consciously, guided by intuition and spirit. Okay, so what is this choice that you all have to make? Hello. Let's get into it. Oh wow, that like flew out. The 9 of Pentacles. So this is about finances, money coming in, and our fiscal stability, okay? So there may be something that is going to bring in more money or more fortune, more ease. It may not actually be literal money, but it may be something that makes life a lot more easy that's coming in. But there's something about it that's making it a more difficult choice. So let's get some more cards out and see what is making that a difficult decision. Oh, no, do not. It's new. It's very, very new. This decision you have to make. You may have to learn a whole new, sorry. Had one card that did not want to come up. It may be something that you'll have to learn a whole new skill set for. Maybe in an area you're just like not familiar with at all with the Fool. The Fool is a new journey. It's doing new things, and it's about being okay being a beginner. Okay, so if you're very experienced in what you do already, like having to turn around and be a beginner again, yeah, And High Priestess, I think that like some part of it, you have a little bit of like intuition or like a natural skill for it, but you might feel hesitant about it because you didn't learn it the like traditional way or how people usually go about that path. So it's feeling kind of weird, like, do I do this thing that I don't really know how to do? And you may have already said no to it in the past. So you may have said no to this opportunity thinking like it didn't really resonate with you at the time, and now you're not so sure. Yeah, you're not so sure if you're just, it's coming up another time and therefore you're more inclined to say yes, or if it's actually speaking to you and therefore you want to say yes to that opportunity. Let's see who is asking you about this or offering you this new opportunity at this time. Let's go ahead and take a look. Who is offering you this opportunity? Can we get their sign? Ooh. We have Gemini 2. This deck, by the way, has 2 cards for each zodiac sign, so you're not just getting the same one each time. So this is Gemini 2 by 3-8. So we have 3-8, the number 38, or 11 is an important number for you. This is a sign. Number 11, by the way, is a very important number in angel numbers. It is a portal to something new, a new cycle. So shine the light of your intelligence into this situation to heal it for the better. Okay, so there may be some connection to the past, some hesitancy, whether that's just the turning down the situation, or there may be something deeper going on to it that's giving you some hesitation. Let's see. Call upon the Gemini qualities of intelligence and ingenuity. Employ ideas, thoughts, and spoken or written words. Shine the light of your intelligence into the situation to heal it for the better. Be aware that someone with their sun, moon, or rising in Gemini is showing up for you right now. So Gemini is the sign of fresh new ideas and lightning fast intellect, particularly in the realm of language, stories, and words. You will benefit by brainstorming ideas in a notebook. Perhaps light a stick of incense or diffuse a little essential oil to honor Gemini's airy qualities. Close your eyes and take some deep breaths to center your mind. Then write out everything that comes to your mind. When you brainstorm, don't judge, just write. You can come back with discernment later. For now, you are just getting everything down. Keep in mind the best way to approach your situation may involve a simple reframing of the story you are telling yourself. Any given problem may be seen as a reason to give up or as an opportunity for a breakthrough. Ways you can tell yourself empowering stories, but also look at ways you can tell empowering stories to others. Use the power of language and commentary to lead, guide, and inspire. The human mind can transform even the most formidable problem into a hero's journey with an exhilarating and graceful narrative arc. This also may be a message to write poetry, fiction, or inspiring prose. If you want to start writing professionally or as a hobby, don't wait for the perfect moment and begin, because there isn't one. Rather, the perfect moment is simply now. So this may be encouraging you to actually do something new. Hello. Can I say hi on here? No, well, I will wave. So it's been encouraging you to actually try the new thing, especially if it's sticking in your mind. If it's something that and if it's really something that you're having a hard time with, make a list. Obviously, this is talking about journaling, but I think it's encouraging you to just do something different, and that there's a certain passion in like learning new things about life and like using a different angle. Like you may have been sought out to do this because you would do things from a different way, and you would do things in a way that was not the traditional way or the learned way. So don't take that as automatically being a weakness. It may actually be a strength for you in this situation. Okay, let's see if we can get let's get a couple more cards. Or you know what, let's get an advice card. How about that? I kind of gave advice, but she who resists. I have a feeling it says fearless, justified, resistant. You know, I have a feeling this card, it's one of those, some of the cards have the most misleading names. They'll say, this is about resistance, and you read it and you're like, I don't think that's what that is. But let's see real quick, because I have a feeling this one has an interesting message. This is a fight for yourself. Okay. It So we're getting a lot of don't change who you are messaging here, which I don't think is really answering the question. Let me get some more tarot cards on what the differences choices are. And then after this, we can pause for the day. Hey guys. And can you hear the music in the background? I hope you can. I was noticing last time, like sometimes I shuffle for a little bit and I'm like, is it getting quiet for anybody else? Here we go, 7 of Swords. Okay, has there been bickering? I feel like there may have been some other fighting elsewhere in your life. I don't know if that's been distracting or is that what started this whole having to make a choice situation. If you're trying to get away from something else that you know doesn't serve you, that may be part of it. Excuse you. Sorry, I had some cards stick together. But the 7 of Swords is about fighting. And it's more about that. It's also about trickery. So the 7 of Swords is people trying to do something underhanded, trying to get away from something. Here you go. And the Hermit in reverse. So yeah, so you may be getting out of a hermit mode with after somebody tried to like pull the wool over your eyes or someone tried to do something really nasty and you kind of caught on to that. And I'm not feeling that there was a lot of damage done, but you may be really hesitant to go back in that circle where those people have messed with you, and that's why you were looking forward to something new, which is why you probably got that offer to try something different that you may have natural talents for. Well, thank you everyone who has come in and stayed with me for this moment. I think I'm going to call it there. I'm excited to be here. I enjoyed this time with you, but I am going to peace out because it is getting late in California. I do have long form videos on YouTube if you'd like to see that. I also have all the Zodiac shorts for the month over there if you would like to see that. I have most of them on TikTok, but they always come out there a little bit later. And I will be doing these again, so I will see you next time live in the Empress's Court. Bye.